So, hello college math students, we've got another example where we need to do a scatter plot, but this time we don't have the labels for the graph or the scale, so we need to provide that part. So the first thing to decide is what are the variables and which axes does each variable go on. So we've got a situation where we have coach travel around Tasmania, or bus travel around Tassie, and of course the further you go, the more it costs generally. So we've got the distance travelled and the fare, or the cost to travel if you buy a ticket to that place. So the first thing is to decide which is the dependent and which is the independent variable. And we need to ask ourselves the question, okay, does the distance depend on the fare, or does the fare depend on the distance? So if we think carefully about that, the answer is that the fare depends on the distance. So fare must be the dependent variable, and the distance must be the independent variable. Righto, now that means that the fare goes on the y-axis, and this is fare in dollars, and the distance goes on the x-axis. So let's scale these. I'll just put the units in for distance there, distance in kilometres. We're going to scale these. So the fare, the biggest number, the most it goes up to, we've got $36 for Hobart to Launceston or Hobart to Bicheno. So we need to make sure we go up to at least $40 or above $36, but we usually go to the next 5 or 10. It usually works out that way. So we'll go up to 40 here, and I think that's best because we can go 10, 20, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, beg your pardon, 25, 30, 35, $40. So we're going up above the biggest, so we'll be able to fit in 36. So with the distance, we're going to go up to 200 kilometres, which is Hobart to Launceston, and that's the biggest. So we want to go up to at least, I'd say probably 200 here. Now, the lowest distance we see here is 26, so it's probably not worth using a broken axis here. And by that I mean, you know, when you use a broken axis, you don't start at 0 for the lowest number on that axis. But I think starting at 0 and going up to 200 will work pretty well here. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 kilometres. And then completing those, that's 100, 150, and finally 200. So that worked out pretty well for that one. Right, so now let's plot the points. So I'll change to a different colour for this bit. Go to red, and we've got 72 kilometres costing $20. Now, you know, like in the last example, it's not all that easy to be highly accurate finding the number 72 for distance, but that's just near enough. The $20 though, that's right on the line, so that's a decent enough spot for that one. Close enough. Okay, 178 and 36. So you might be able to race off ahead of me now and plot the rest of these and just see that I get the same sort of spots as you. So about there. And the last one, 198 kilometres, so right up about there. Okay, very good. So here we've got some data points. Okay, now this example does ask you to use the 2-point method, to find the equation of the trend line. However, we did that in the last example for the weight loss clinic. We used the 2-point method there. So I just want you to go and practice this on the TI Inspire, and rather than using the 2-point method to find the equation of your own line of best fit, I want you to find the equation of the line of best fit using the calculator. So that'll be the perfect line of best fit. So pause the video now and then come back and I'll reveal to you the equation of that line of best fit. Now at this stage, I don't have the facility to put this up as a video. That's something that I'll certainly address when I get the new device and have a new video which shows the instructions of getting the linear regression using the calculator. But for now, I have shown you how to do this in class, and of course I'll be there with you. So if you aren't sure how to use the calculator to get the linear regression, get me over and I'll repeat the instructions with you. But you go ahead and pause it, then I'll find out the equation of the linear regression and show you, and you can see if you get the same thing. Okay, so now that you've unpaused the video, I'm just putting these into the TI Inspire off to the side here. I know you can't see this screen, so I'll have to produce a video very soon when the new devices are given out to teachers. I'll have a device that is much better at displaying this video for this. Okay, so I'm just putting in the last bit here. So I get this as the answer. Y equals, now I'll go to 2 decimal places here, 0.17. If you said 0.166078, all the rest of the numbers, that's fine, don't worry. I'm just rounding to 2 decimal places. It's fine what you did, whatever. Okay, so I'm getting those numbers to 2 decimal places. So we've got distance, D for distance, versus F for fair. So I'll replace these. We've got F for fair there. So that is the linear regression. So if you weren't able to get that linear regression, make sure you get me over to show you how to do that. Okay, have a go at the questions in the description for the video.